Hey Tyler, this is Dave. Just going over the BBR setup that you're purchasing here. I'll just start with the frame. Like I say, this is kind of some close-ups of the frame. Got your, like I say, definitely a nice looking frame. The machine work is amazing on this thing. It's a pretty nice setup. It does have just your normal use, normal wear and tear. I don't know if this is too far away or what, but just get some close-ups. That's that roller I talked about. You'll probably just need a new one of those. Subframe looks good. Let's just put this upside down. So here's the bottom look. You'll need to get some races for the forks. Here's all your shock, your mounts here. A little wear on the mount there, but nothing too crazy. Just use, normal use. Here's the BBR emblem. You got your shock mount there. You got two positions. That's where your clutch cable will go if you run a clutch. I don't know. Hopefully this gives you an idea what you're looking at, And, this obviously set up for the 50 motor. And, this is your mid-size Pro bottom. As far as, the hardware, I think that's for your foot peg, if I remember right. And then I'm missing two of these bolts, so you may have to get two of them, or you're going to have to. This will go to the bottom of your motor. And then as far as like the, if you were talking about the foot pegs, those will mount through here, and I think one goes into that. So that's this, it just goes here, if I remember right. It mounts in. Let's move over to the swing arm. You've got the spacer we talked about. It's got a pretty new slider on there I bought from BBR. Bolt. The 14 millimeter side will go on your left side. The 19 bolts will go on the, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but the 19 bolt will go over here. So that way you can get your wrench in there. This has some amazing work. This is an amazing setup. Like I say, some normal wear here. I did have a little repaired on the back. It does have some wear on the sides. I just had it loosened up, had the guy clean that up. Other than that, that looks pretty good. And this would be where everything mounts. And if you look at this piece, so this is a nice piece here. This is the other side, the swing arm. Yeah, it doesn't get much better than this. Okay, then obviously you got your foot pegs. You'll have your chain guide. I don't have the bolts for that either, so I wasn't using that. I was using a different sprocket and I didn't want to wreck that, so I just pulled it off, but that was long ago. Here's the mounting hardware for your foot pegs. I do have some side panels, but they're a little beat up, or they're really beat up, I should say. This side busted off. I got that tape, the part that's missing, but you may have, you could use these to get you by if you didn't have the cash. I just recommend getting some new ones, but this is, part of it. Then this side had a little burn from the exhaust, but that's it. As far as the tank, your typical mid-size Pro KLX style, your petcock, and like I said, I don't have the bushings for. I'm not sure what I did with them on this. I used to use just a washer and a bolt. So that's, like I say, just some piddly things that aren't totally complete, but I think you can manage. We'll move over to the shock. Just step back. This is just kind of a bolt that runs through here. here's the shock. I know you're concerned about the shock. Let's just give you a close up. You know, it does have some wear marks, but that's typical. I think it's just the titanium nitride. Everything seems to be good. Always worked good when I used it. It's a great shock, man. And that, you know, typical wear. I don't know if you can see all that, but that's just a little section there. That's got your adjustment. This goes on, and you got your shock settings. So let's just give you a good overall of the shock. A little wear up here, but I think that's just part of the how it came. We're all pretty good shape. Here's that foot pedal. That'll just go here. You know, run your brake system. Got some wear there from the, had the wrong, different style of a Kickstarter, so I had to kind of get some clearance there, but yeah, you'll need that. That says Pro. Okay, get to the exhaust. The exhaust is, you know, that's just a lot of, I don't know if it's sealant or what, but we talked about that. That's, you know, not in the greatest shape, but it works. And then I got the quiet core. It was like $100 some bucks, so I think, I don't know if you can see in there or not, but you know, that should work. And that did have a deteriorated screen, but with that quiet core you should be good. And then you got your header piece. This is just typical 50. This is some hardware. I think that has like your, it may have that spacer for the tank that I was using, but then that's got your brake mount for your foot pedal. As far as that's pretty much everything with the frame assembly. If you go with the wheel, I'll throw this Renthal chain in. Those are nice. You use those China chains, they won't last. You'll bust them depending on what horsepower you got, but I broke a lot of China chains. So I'll go with the Renthal. This one ain't perfect, but it'll get you on the dirt. And then we talked about the caliper. You know, that little plunger thing was bent. Sorry. I was able to, kind of holding this now, but I was able to get her to work, but you know, that's up to you what you want to do there. And then as far as the wheel, comes with the disc, give the rim walk, the XL rim, spokes, comes with the sprocket. I think that's a 38, nice sprocket. And then obviously these little spacer things here. So overall, that's a summary of what you're looking at, and we'll go from there. So hopefully this helps. Thank you. Bye.